Right, this is part two. Let's get right into it. So, this right here is a Jackery 240 V2 power station, power inverter, right? And it's got a 550 watt hour capacity, I believe, and it's basically enough to power this amp, which is my PV Acoustic 112 acoustic amplifier. It says it right there. Acoustic instrument amplification system. So what this is basically not designed for electric guitars. It's basically a active PA system in a box, like from what I'm understanding. And basically it acts as like a sonic barrier to my electric guitar, right? It's got a hidden frequency notch bar feedback control unit, which basically is a hidden feature of this amp, right? It basically means that, like, no matter how loud you have it, it has no feedback at all. Like, like you can stand really close to it and it's got no feedback. It's great. And it's a really slept on. Like, I don't see anyone using these amps or anything. Everyone uses the EPV Bandit or other amps, like, they've got loads of amps out there. PV 5150s. I've watched loads of YouTube channels with Jamie Slays and other YouTubers who've got loads of gear, and they're like, I watch them all, and like they've really taught me a lot about what I know, like, basically nothing about all these things, but like I love watching about like metal and things, and people always are intrigued to know about my unique like amp, and always ask about it, like, why are you running an acoustic amp, and I'm like, well, it's simple. It's just it's a really clean it's like a blank canvas. Whatever goes into it is like a blank canvas, so to speak. All these pedals, like, I'll go through them quick. Right, this is the last pedal that I got, a Nux Huminator Noise Gate. It was probably, it just blocks out all the hum, and it's really good. I don't know how it does it. It just blocks out all the hum. It's great. I'd recommend it to anyone who's trying to run a solid state amplifier, and they're receiving any hum from any pedals in their system, whatever it is. And like, these are the two main first pedals in the chain. This is the Whammy Digitech Mono Neon pedal, and it basically, I've got it set to, you can have it set to the Whammy mode on 5th, and you can drop tune it from E standard to or is it D sharp. Like, I usually have it in D sharp on my guitar. I can drop it to A sharp, and like, switch the key of whatever I'm playing it in, or whatever, and you can do sort of mini dive bombs and shit with it. Like, I've been practicing, and the wah wah pedal is really it's really good on this setup, because it's got a lot of tone on it, and it's just like, like, the tone, it acts as like a filter, like, sort of, for the guitar and the tone. And I run these two pedals. These are the first two that I got, the DOD Carcosa fuzz pedal and the Black Star Dual LT overdrive pedal. It's basically just an overdrive pedal running into and a fuzz pedal running into an overdrive pedal. And basically it just creates a really good tone and a really good sort of texture on the guitar with the speaker. Like shout out to Black Star and Carcosa, you know, for making these things because they really rock. You know, with the acoustic amplification system. Like I'll post more videos of how it sounds. Yeah, it's great. But these two, and the loop pedal, obviously, if you know what a loop pedal does, you just hit it, and then it records a loop, and then you hit it again, and then just feeds back the loop. And it's really good with this rig because it's, you know, you can, you know, tune the volume control up and down, and you know, you can choose how loud you have the tone. I mean, you know, you can choose how loud you have the loop playing back, so you can, you know, play really. You can get really clear, like sort of solos, articulated solos over the top of the loops, and it's really nice, like with this setup, like. So yeah, and then you've got your liquid move. It's a phaser pedal and the flanger. They're set right at the end of the signal chain because then they don't affect all of the other signals coming through them. You know, like the signals that are coming into these just get, you know, hit with the phaser and the flanger, and it just makes it all nice and, you know, going into the amp, it just gives it that nice swoosh effect, or the, you know, like the like sort of an echoey reverb that you get with the flanger. I don't know, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, flanger is its own thing, and like I think Van Halen was like flangers, you know, so that's what made me get like sort of a flanger and a phaser, and then all these pedals because Halen. And then this, the box pretty much powers it all, and like I'll just talk about the back part quick. This little, you know, the loop pedal is running into the effects loop on the amp, and it's got no like sort of you know, it just runs in there, and it's, you know, it just runs straight back out. And I think you can have two pedal boards and two guitars running out of the same amp with this thing. So yeah, like I'm definitely going to try and get two pedal boards running at one point, and try and get two guitarists running on the same amp, and show you what it sounds like. And this one right here is the, like, if you ever want to turn it up, you know, to a stupidly, you know, and rig it up to an active PA system, powered PA system, you can hook it up with that thing there. It's a standard XLR mic output port. So yeah, that's really cool. It's a cool feature. So yeah, I hope you guys can stay tuned and see all about this thing when it's in action. Peace.